Hi, in this video, we'll be looking at simplification of algebraic expressions. And what we really mean here is, you might be given some algebraic expressions that are compact. They are too large. There is a way you can simplify it. By simplification, it's just writing it in a shorter form. And there are so many ways you can handle it depending on the kind of algebraic expression you have. So in this particular lecture, we'll be involving ourselves with the simplification of algebraic expression that involves grouping. So by grouping, we can have some like terms in the expression. So when you have terms that are the same in the expression, where you have maybe you have A, you have B, you have up to two A's or thereabouts, you can group A together, you can group B together, something of that kind. And with that, you can have a simplified version of that expression. So we look at an example. Okay, this is an example, and here we are to simplify 12x minus 7x minus 3x plus 5x. So this is what we have. So when you look at this, by like terms, you see there is only one variable in this expression. So we have only one letter of alphabet. We have x all through. So this expression, how do we make this expression shorter? There is a way we can manipulate the subtractions and the addition we have there to have a simplified version of this expression. So with that, we see that 12x minus 7x minus 3x plus 5x can be said to be equals to, now we can add the addition together. So we have 12x plus 5x. So we can handle the addition. Then after the addition, we handle the subtraction following BODMAS. So this will now give us 12x plus 5x. Okay. Now minus 7x minus 3x. And this will give us now 12x plus 5x will give us 17x. Okay. Then minus 7x minus 3x will give us minus 10x. And what do we have? We now have 17x minus 10x. This will now give us 7x. Okay. Therefore, now we can say that 12x minus 7x minus 3x plus 5x is now equals to 7x. So as you can see, by simplification, you see that what we have here on the left-hand side is large. It occupies a lot of space. It's compact. Okay. But what do we have on the right-hand side? What we have on the right side is only 7x, which is simpler than what we have at the left-hand side. So this 7x is the simplified version of what we have on the left-hand side. And that's what we mean by simplification. And then again, you see, by grouping, we're able to group all these x together. So we might look at another example where we have different letters of our alphabet, and you see how the grouping works properly. So we look at another example. Simplify 6a minus 9a plus 2a plus 4b. So to handle this, we now have that 6a minus 9a plus 2a plus 4b. So we have this kind of situation where we have two variables or letters involved in this case. So we have a and b. So by grouping, we try to pull a one side and pull those that involves b on the other side. Okay. And so what do we have in this situation? Like I said, by BODMAS, you can see we have subtraction here and we have addition here. Okay. So let's handle the addition first. So we have this. So we now have that this will be equals to now 6a. So we take the addition first. So that will give us plus 2a. Then next, we go into subtraction. And that will be minus 9a. As you can see right now, we have handled the a part, those ones that involve the letters a. Now what comes next? We now handle that of b. So we now have 4b. Okay. So you see by grouping we have two parts now. So we have the one that involves A and the one that involves B. So we're trying to group them. Those that involve A, we group them together. Those that involve B, we also group them together. And that's what we mean by grouping, by in simplifying algebraic expressions. So this will now give us 6A plus 2A is 8A. So we have 8A minus 9A, okay, plus 4B. Then, as you can see, we can go further. We can handle 8A and minus 9A. So, what do we have? You see we have 8A minus 9A because you can see that 8 is less than 9, okay? So, when we have now 8 minus 9, it's going to give us what? A negative value. So, that will give us minus 1 because 8 is less than 9. Supposing 9 is greater than 8, of course, you see that 9 is greater than 8. So if we are dealing with 9 minus 8, that will give us only plus 1. So we're having minus 1 here because 8 is less than 9. So 8A minus 9A will give us minus A, then plus 4B. Plus 4B, and that's what we have. So looking at this now, we cannot go further. Because we cannot go further, we'll stop at this point. So finally, what we have done is that this part, 9A plus 2A, which is large, can be written in a shorter form. So the shorter form of this expression is nothing else but minus A plus 4B. So you observe now that what we have on the right hand side is simplified. So this is shorter than what we have on the left hand side. So this is a simplified version of this expression on the left hand side of the equation. Okay, and that's what we mean by simplification by grouping. So we want to look at this example that involves simplification of algebraic expressions, particularly involving grouping. So in this example, we have up to 3 letters of alphabet here. So we have X here, we have X here, okay, we have Y here, we have Y here, we have Z here, we have Z here. So by this grouping, we try to pull those alphabets that are of the same kind, pull them together. And that's what we mean by grouping. So we'll be looking at this problem. So X minus 3Y minus 3Z minus 4x plus 10y plus 8z. So this will be equals to, so we bring the x together. So we have x here, we have x here. So we bring it together. And when we do that, that will give us now x minus 4x. So we are done with x. We now go to y. As you can see, we have y here and we have y here. So we bring it together. And what that will give us minus 3y, then plus 10y. So we're done with y. Now we go to z. So here, as you can see, we have z here and we have z here. And that will give us now minus 3z plus 8z. And that's what we have. So now, since we have grouped them together, we now handle the arithmetic. So we now have that this will be equal to this. So x minus 4x, as you can see, x is less than 4x. So this will give us minus 3x. Okay. Then we look at this. What of minus 3y plus 10y? That will give us, or let's write it in a way we can understand it. Let's go with the addition first. So that will now give us plus 10y. So we have plus 10y minus 3y. As you can see, I've written the one that involves addition before the one involving subtraction. So I will do the same thing here. So let me write plus 8z first. If I do that, that will give me plus 8z now minus 3z. So we're doing this to avoid confusion. So I'll now have this to be equal to, so x is there alone. X has no other partner now. So we retain the minus 3x. Okay. Then we now handle this portion. So we have 10y minus 3y, and that will give us 7y, which is plus 7y. Okay, then we go to the last part, those involving z. So we see that 8z minus 3z will give us plus 5z. So we have plus 5z now. So we have plus 5z. So looking at this now, we have only one x. Only x here, only y here, only z here. So there is no other grouping that will be possible. So we cannot move further. So our simplification will end at this point. So that we can now confidently write that x now minus 3y minus 3z minus 4x plus 10y plus 8z is now equals to minus 3x plus 7y plus 5z. And that's what we have. And we have grouped and simplified this expression. That's what we have.